There is a controversy going on regarding Ranveer Allahabadia, if you are aware. So he has said something which in our culture, or given Indian culture, actually is not acceptable in our society. So what is your take? He said, watch your parents have sex for the rest of your life, or you get involved with them. So what is your take on that?
Rizwan Bhai, what I'm trying to say is that these people, like Ranveer, all of these people are working for an agenda. They have almost lost shame. As the Prophet ﷺ said, Al-Haya'u min al-Iman. What is Haya? Haya is from the Iman. Being shy or modest is part of Iman. One should have Haya. Now these people have lost Haya. Why they have lost Haya? Because they are groomed that way. They are also working for an agenda. So the agenda has gone to the extent that today women are wearing clothes, yet they are looking naked. The Prophet ﷺ said then, Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, he said then, women would wear clothes, yet they will look naked. So the purpose of wearing clothes is not to cover them. It is not for haya. It is for showing their own bodies. Now this is the kind of situation that we're living in. And if these kind of promoters like Ranveer and others who are coming in the social media as influencers, if they're going to bring up all this filthy culture among the society in India, then that's going to impact the next generations. And next generations, if they start to speak like this, like rotten things in the society, then you're going to bring in rotten minds and a rotten society will be in the making. So what I am trying to say at this point in time is that we must put a hold on these people. We can't let them to speak whatever they want in the name of free censoring. You can't just let them speak whatever they want. See, any promotional content, anything for that matter which has to be coming in the television, or any movie that has to come into the TV screen, or even for that matter, if it has to come to the theater movie halls, it has to pass through censor board. Now these people are let so loose. They are let so loose they can produce any content, and in the name of free culture, in the name of freedom of speech, they are coming with all their rotten ideas and putting it across the world. Now I'm trying to say, there are restrictions within the constitution. There is no absolute freedom of speech. There is some restriction. According to Article 19(2), there is restriction even for freedom of speech. That's called as reasonable restrictions. So here in this matter, the YouTube videos should go through the process of censorship. Everything cannot be let for public view, and we should have a hold on these things. And unless and until we have a hold, we cannot produce good generations. And what's happening now? You go into the Western countries where there are children born without father. The child born does not know the name of the father, and you know what kind of a psychological impact it can have. Psychological impact, great psychological impact. Because these children, when they're going and growing into the society, they are going to become anti-social elements. Because this is the kind of impact. A lot of people, when they don't have their father's name, they feel so disturbed because everybody is going to make fun of them. This guy, he's a guy born out of illicit sex, is what they say. And the word in the dictionary for a person who's born out of illicit sex is called as a bastard. And the children will be called as bastards in the society. And why do we have to produce such bastards in the society? I'm not scolding anybody. The real linguistic meaning of the word for a person who's born out of illicit sex is a bastard. And those children cannot inherit property from their parents, from their biological parents. And what do most of the women do? They just abandon them in an orphanage, and they are not taken care of. What are we producing at the end of the day? Now, Islamic way of life has got a culture to follow. We are raising children, they get married, they deliver children, they have their identities as our children. So this is the kind of progeny we are building up. Now, not only the Muslims, even the Christians who are practicing Christian, the Hindus, well-mannered Hindus, and you have the Buddhists, you have the Jains, we all follow certain ethics and values. But this kind of talks, it's going against our values. So we have to put on hold. To build in a very good society, we should stop all of these kind of nonsensical lecturing, which is actually brainwashing the youngsters, making them into corrupted fools who have nobody to follow yet. They just follow these people like Ranveer and See, I have great regards for him for his earlier videos. Yeah, we do have a lot of respect for his good deeds, but this is not good. So I would say if he's going to come in the open and ask for an apology, we are ready to forgive him. But if he thinks that this is the way that he wants to produce that, the kind of generation, then we are going to stand dead against his way of life. Are we going to stand dead against his way of promoting such ideas?